Hello guys, I don't know if this lighting's a bit odd. I'm looking at myself. I think it kind of looks okay, but I'm not sure. But I like how much my skin is glowing, and I really want you to see how much my skin is glowing, so let's just do it. And so yeah, I'm here again with another video. Can you believe it? You've been asking for my makeup routine, and since I feel like I've been looking cute when I do my makeup recently, I'm gonna show you. Before I was pretty embarrassed because I just felt like I was really but now I feel like I've perfected just one look, but I just know how to do it now. I don't know whether it's glam, soft glam, every day. I don't know what it is, whatever I decided to be on that day. So anyways, let's just get into it, you know. I'm taking this off because I don't know who I think I am to be putting my makeup on whilst I've got this very expensive pajama set on. But can we just talk about how cute it is though? I feel like what is this? I feel like this is one of the ones that you would wear is like outerwear as well. Anyways, if I get one droplet of foundation on this, I think I might burst into tears, so we don't want that for the video, so I'll be 1 second. Right, okay, so I have washed my beauty blenders. The first tip that I would give anyone when doing makeup is always clean your brushes. Like, always. Like, your makeup just goes on so much better. I mean, I don't have clean brushes. Like, look at the fucking clip of that. I normally wash my brushes, but I just haven't. But that's because I went out recently and I did my makeup, and then now I'm filming this, so there was just no time in between to like sort it out, you know what I mean? And do as I say, not as I do kind of vibe. I firmly believe, right, the biggest thing that you can do to get good makeup is have a good skincare routine. Like, that's the thing. So obviously my skin routine's done already, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this lip balm. And if you watch my stories like a hawk, because you know I go MIA and I don't post often, but when I do post, I like to talk about this lip balm. La Roche-Posay's leisa is just the one for me. Bitch, what is you doing? I'll start off with that, and then primer is obviously very, very important for me because I need a smooth base. I need the smoothest skin that I can possibly achieve before I start putting my makeup on. I use this Embryolisse primer. Is it a primer? Mask. Base mask. Yeah, basic mask, moisturizer, makeup primer, moisturizer mask. Yeah, so I use this. You actually don't need that much. It's one of the best primers I've ever used. I mean, look at that. That's it. That's the tutorial. Bye guys. See, I would just go out like this. Like, I actually feel quite upset that I'm putting makeup on, but ask and you shall receive. Okay, so I mix and match what I start with. I don't have a specific thing that I like to start with, and today I feel like I'm gonna start with a bit of concealer. So I've got 3 shades. This is the Tarte Shape Tape, which I've got in 3 shades. I have it in medium sand, medium, and tan deep sand, and I use the medium sand for like my under eyes. So then I'll take my wet beauty blender and I'll just blend it out. I'm coming home to London soon. I'm excited for it, I can't lie. I've got a campaign, a little hair campaign, and then I have my judging day for the HarperCollins collaboration. So all of the entries that people submitted, I've like read through a lot of them, and we're going to be picking a winner. So I'm coming home for that, and there's a couple of other things that I need to do, and so I'm kind of looking forward to it. So when I spend a long period of time away from London, I don't miss it. I miss my friends, but then I kind of feel refreshed for when I come back. And then also I might have something really fucking cool coming up, but I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. I'm gonna try and do a pilot and see if I can do it. But yeah, keep your fingers crossed for me about that, because that might mean that I have to stay in the UK, which, I mean, do I want to do it? I don't know. This looks super white, but this is what it looks like. Just wait till the end process. And then, okay, also what I'm doing is I like to take it under my eyelid. It's very light, but I've really started enjoying using really light colors on my eyelid, so it just gives it a nice base. I know there's some really good bases out there, but I just like this, and it's just easy, you know. I'm all for ease. Anything that's just gonna make my life easier, I'll fucking do it. Anyways, right, I'm gonna take my foundation, which is NARS. I don't know which one it is actually. Natural Radiant Longwear, and I believe it is Tahoe. I think it's Tahoe. Tahoe I use for when I'm a bit darker, which I am now. I love this foundation. I really, really like it. I just put pumps all over my face. I don't know why I do that, but this is what I do. So I'd say, right, this little brush changed my life. It's from MAC. I'm still a lover of MAC. I know people like have moved on from MAC, but I still love the brushes. It is the 130S, and I just love it for my foundation. Like, I just like it. I don't know why, but I just like it. So I sort of go over my face with this little brush. I wouldn't say like it blends it in. I'd say like it, not pastes it, because that's not a nice word, it distributes it across your face. I feel like with makeup it always looks a bit weird until you get to the end point. And then I'll go back in with my beauty blender and just sort of distribute it like so. Okay, so I have put some foundation on. It's all blended in quite nicely. So the next thing that I would do, I don't know, I don't do things in stages of like how it's supposed to go. I just do with whatever I want. So naturally, I just wanted to go in and do my brows because I don't know, I just wanted to. And it's been life-changing, my brow journey, right? Do you know how long I was walking around looking like a hot mess for? With my brows all skew with, and like I wasn't brushing them, I wasn't doing anything. Like, why was I doing that? This is Refy from the most beautiful girl on Instagram's brand, Jess Hunt. This brow gel changed my life. This was before I got my brows done. This brow gel changed my life. I am a fluffy brow queen these days, which I wasn't before. So I'm just brushing them up. I don't really do it how everybody else does it, which I think I should, but just do it my way. Now I'm gonna do my contour, and I use the Fenty Beauty, which I do buy this. I think I bought this one, but I do get Fenty Beauty gifting, which is the fucking best. And I use the shade Truffle. There we go. In the shade Truffle. Yeah, this is the best contour stick that I know. It's my favorite. I like a cream. I'm not really a powdery kind of person. I'm a creamy kind of person. So yeah, I'll just do a little bit, and then I like to another one from MAC, Femme Fave. This is the 170, and it's like a buffy kind of vibe, which I love. And I like to use this on not so much my jaw. Like, I will use it on my jaw, but I don't use too much contour on my jaw. But for my cheeks, I just like to do this sort of circular vibe. So she's all bronzy now, you see. The white of the eyes still looks a bit mad, I can't lie to you, but honestly, we'll get there soon, we'll get there. Okay, so I am going to take this little brush. It's like a, I don't even know what you would call this. I don't have a name for it. It's like a little pattern brush is what I would call it. And then I'm using the Huda Beauty chocolate brown like mini palette. It's like a palette with like 9 shades in. I think I got this as a set. I think there was like some lighter colors. I think this is the darkest one, but I really like these two colors here, that one and that one, for my eyes at the minute. Like, I'm just fucking loving a light color on my eyes, and I won't like spread it too much. I like to pat it on because I really like the pigment to be pigmenting, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be emotionally exhausted after this video, you know, because I'm not like a massive talker. Like, I am, but I'm not, and I feel like I've spoke forever. But yeah, so I kind of just pat it in all over my eyelid. Well, not all over, like halfway on my lid. One thing about eyeshadow, right? Let's chat about it. I feel like, right, one eye
open when I'm sleeping
always is just a slightly bit more pigmented than the other. Like, that's just, I don't think it's noticeable, but it's just that little bit more pigmented than the other. And then I try to like correct it, and then now this one's more pigmented than this one, and then it just keeps going until I finally say, right, okay, I'm gonna be late now. The peaches on the eyes with the little powdery pattern brush. Now I'm gonna get my most favorite brush of them all, and that is this one. It is the Morphe M330. It's like a fluffy brush. I know the name of this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna get my bronzer that I use on my cheeks, which is MAC's Deepest Darkest, and I'm gonna get a little bit on my brush. Look at me, I'm talking as if I know it. I also like doing this little thing, right? I don't know if it's a thing. Like I take my bronzer up like this. I fucking love doing that shit. Because anything to have a cat eye, like anything in this life to have a cat eye, and I will do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. We need to chat about Tinder fucking swindler. We need to chat about Tinder fucking swindler. Oh my god, right? What the fuck was that program about? Like, first of all, how was this guy, Simon, or whatever his fucking name is, how is he still roaming the streets? And I checked his Instagram, he's still driving like fucking Ferraris and sitting on private jets. Like, how is this allowed? So you're telling me I could fraud everybody, be sitting on private jets, and I don't even go to jail? Or I go to jail for like 5 months. What is the justice system even there for? But let's not get into that. I'm not into victim blaming, right? And I don't believe in victim blaming, but this is just like obviously fun. Like I think he's a piece of fucking shit, and I think it's disgusting, and I think those girls shouldn't have to pay the debt. I think that he should have to pay the debt, like, 'cause it just doesn't make any fucking sense. But I feel like you have to be like a certain type of person for this thing to happen to you, because I don't think I've ever liked a man enough to give him £20,000.
Of course I'm gonna share it with you.
That I don't have, like, as well. It's not that you've got it and you're giving it to him, like, oh, you can lend it, like, I'm another millionaire friend, like, you can have it. You are broke, like, you don't have any money, so you're getting a loan, but he was the one that was taking you on a private jet. I feel like you've got to be a certain type of woman, because for me, I would never like a man that much. Like, you'd be like, oh my god, babe, I'm getting beat up, and I'd be like, oh my god, I hope you're okay, get well soon. Do you know what I mean? That was my flip phone. I don't know why that was my flip phone. Like, get well soon, I'm concerned for you, but I'm not concerned enough to be sending you £20,000 when you took me on a private jet. Like, when you had me chauffeured in the Rolls Royce, like, let's just dial it back. Like, we'll all have to budget in this life. It doesn't matter how rich you are. Well, maybe fucking Jeff Bezos doesn't have to. I'm not a fucking billionaire. We all have to budget. Like, we all have to budget. Like, even fucking Yolanda Hadid, I'm sure she said that she budgets and she couldn't buy Gigi like a fucking horse or something. Just started Beverly Hills Housewives. We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, I feel like you've got to be a certain type of woman to be that concerned about your man that you would send him £20,000. Like, you know what I mean? I'd be like sending prayers, manifesting the best for you and all that, but I wouldn't send him £20,000. And then also, spoiler, I feel like the girl at the end, spoiler, she could have done more. Like, I know, like, selling these clothes was great, but could you not done a little bit more? Like, I feel like you could have done a little bit more. Like, personally, like, what I was thinking about doing if I was put in this position and I wanted to get my money back is I would be like, oh, you need to put me back as an employee because the bank has said I need some more credit references, and what was she being transferred, like 90 grand a month or whatever. And obviously he's got that money, but he's pretending that he doesn't have the money, but he's got the money. So you would get him to pay you 90 grand a month for like 4 months, be like, oh, the bank needs to have like 4 months worth of reference of this like employment shift, right? And then fucking just take the money, because 94 times 4 is 376,000. So not only have you got the 250k that you are in debt, you have also made a profit of 126,000 pounds. Show you bitches how to make them think you love him, take his money, then you. That would be me. It would have worked as well, because you know you can finesse them. Like, you just pretend, oh my god, the bank, they just won't, you just have to act like you're in like disarray. You need to fucking do it. So yeah, I feel like you've got to be a certain type of woman. He's a piece of shit, but you've got to be a certain type of woman, because if somebody that I was dating or my man ever asked me for £20,000, I'd be like, bitch, you better find that yourself. And also, I think it's so cringe when guys talk about having enemies. Like, even if you're a fucking diamond smuggler or whatever you were claiming to be, like, saying that you've got enemies. I got enemies. Like, it's just like cringe. Somebody's trying to shoot at you. Ew, I hate that for you. And that is my review on Tinder Swindler. Let me know if you want more reviews.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
This is a very touch and go part of the makeup process. It's very touch and go. So it's the eyeliner. And sometimes I don't do this because I don't have enough time. And sometimes when I'm feeling like I just want to have that extra, I'll do it. If it goes right, great. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna carry on as normal, and we're just gonna all pretend that it hasn't went horribly wrong, okay? That's what we're gonna do. But also what I have found is when you stick a lash on, even if it is a little bit wonky, like one's tilted higher than the other, you can't really tell. You can't really tell. So I'm getting the Huda Beauty Life liner, quick and easy. I'm just gonna try. Right, okay, so I've kind of done it a bit low down. It's a bit too low down, but it's still gonna look cute. It's a bit wonky as well, but it's still gonna look cute. Right, it looks so different, right? But I'm not even upset. Like, I'm not even upset about it. I can't lie to you. Like, I'm not upset about it at all. Like, it really just doesn't upset me. Is that weird? Like, I will go out with my eyes like this. I don't care. Because is it that different? Yes. But it's not going to look that different when... Maybe I should do a series on me learning how to do my eyeliner correctly. That could be a good one. So, Unicorn Cosmetics. This is my favorite brand I like to use for lashes. It's just really fucking good. I don't know why. They're just really good lashes. I like all the shapes. I don't know. I really like the brand. I just really like the lashes. I think they're really good. So yeah, I'm using Foxy today, but I use loads. Stormy, Twink, Lemon, Foxy, Apple Sours. Like, I use a lot of different ones from the range. And they do come really big, so what I actually do is take off a little bit of the front and the back to start off with, and then I'll take a big chunk of the back off because I only really like to do half lash. And it does look super small, but that's kind of what I like. I kind of like half a lash. And then I use the Duo brush on adhesive, and then you literally just sort of paint it on. And then I'll do the other one. Okay, so I saw somebody, who did I see? And they had like a fan for drying the lashes. I need to get on that shit. Okay, so I use, for mascara, I use the NARS Climax Extreme. So the black one, obviously. And I'll just go in and go under my lashes. I know some people do before lashes, but I don't like that. I don't know why, I just don't. Okay, so now that my eyes look cute, so even if you shit at doing eyeliner, don't let it ruin the getting ready makeup process, and don't let it stop you from going out. I'll go out with fucking wonky eyes. I do not care, honestly. Right, so now I'll go in with a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury's Brow Treat in the shade Black Brown. And then what I sort of do is just little brush strokes, I would say, like just complimenting my brows, because obviously they've already been, right, the sun needs to fucking calm down, because right now I look crazy. And I just sort of do outward flicks like so, and then after that I'm kind of over baking. Like, it just wasn't doing that much for me anyway, and I was overdoing it, and yeah, it's just not for me. It's just not for me anymore. So I use this by Terry palette, this trusty palette that I've been using as my little mirror. This is the Hyaluronic Hydro Powder palette in medium to warm, and I'll get this brush. Can't lie, it looks a bit fucked up right now. I don't know why. I'll get this. This is the Morphe M510, yeah. And then what I'll do is, you see, look at this gorgeous palette. What I'll do is I'll get this shade, and then sometimes I even mix it in with this shade and just sort of blend my under eyes, just so that there's a little bit of powder then. It's not just like directly extremely white. Did I tell you that I learned how to DJ? I feel like I didn't tell you that, but yeah. I was gonna buy some decks for out here, but because I'm gonna get the decks out here as a gift from somebody that doesn't know that they're buying me them yet. And then I'm gonna buy myself some decks in the UK, so I've got both. Because I really want to get into my DJing bag. I feel like DJing would just suit me down to the ground, because you know how much I love music, and I really fucking enjoyed it when I did like my little mini course. So yeah, I don't remember if I told you that. But that's one of my New Year's resolutions this year, is really get into that and perfect that and make some fucking money off it, honey. No, not make money off it, to be fair. That's not why I did it. I did it because I wanted a hobby that I really enjoy, that I could like sort of keep practicing, and that is what I wanted to do. So I did it. I mean, come on, how fucking cute does she look? She looks so fucking cute. Right, okay, so plus, right, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to compare this one to the last makeup video that I did on YouTube. fuck me. I did not know how to do my makeup. I had no business. I had no business telling anybody that I knew how to do makeup because I was shit. I mean, not that I know now, but just I look cute now. Then the orange eyeshadow was intense. That's all I remember. And it was just very intense. I was going to do this with like a ring light. But then I just really wanted to do it in natural light. But look at what fucking natural light does to you. She's got you looking white. She's got you looking dark. She's got you fucking blinded. Like, it's just a lot in it. So yeah, I'll do that. And then I haven't officially decided whether this is necessary in the routine. But this is what I usually like to do. Now I got this really, really flat brush. Ooh, focus, baby. Okay, so I haven't decided yet. But I normally like to get that flat brush, get the deepest darkest, yeah, deepest darkest, my bronzer, and I like to like go underneath the line that I created with the liner and just sort of go under and do like that. Right, nobody can tell me, right? Nobody can tell me, like, obviously, oh yeah, you look better without makeup. Nobody can tell me I look shit with makeup on because, baby, I just don't. Like, I really just don't. Like, I look really cute. And then I will go in and do a little bit of bronzer. And I just choose whatever brush I fancy, whether it is this MAC brush or this one from Huda, which is like a double-ended one. So this is the Bacon Blend. This is the 168S. I've had this one for the longest amount of time. And this is the 118 or 116S. I think I'm going to use this one today. And I'll just get a small amount of bronzer on the brush. I'll look at my ear as well. That was another thing that people kept asking us on my question box. I've got 8 piercings altogether and I'm not stopping there. I'm going to get some more, but I've got to wait for these ones to heal first. And then these are my 2 newest ones on this ear. Let's just switch them around. And they're healing just fine actually. So I think in a couple of months, I'll get some more. We're going to put a little bit of bronzer on now. So that is that, and then this is probably one of my favorite steps in my routine at the minute. Even though I'm kind of liking how I look, I think she needs a bit of blusher. And I love the fact that blusher made a comeback because like this whole bronze face, like with no color, was just not cute for me. Like maybe that was just a high school trend, but the whole bronze and no blusher, like looking very just brown and nothing else. I mean, there's nothing wrong with looking brown, but like, you know what I mean? Like when you're looking very one-dimensional. I'm so happy that she made a fucking comeback because she's very cute. And I think it just makes it look really healthy, gives you that like sort of tan glow. I need to stop looking in the fucking viewfinder. This line's definitely longer than that line, but you know, when the rest of your face looks that nice, who's fucking looking? No one. So you just have to make sure you get the rest of your routine on point. Anyways, I use this NARS like liquid blush it's called, in the shade Torrid. And basically what I will do is squeeze a little bit out, and then I will use my Refy brush from the Beautiful Dress Hunt's brand, and I'll just sort of do another little buffing sort of vibe. And then I do like a little bit on the nose portion as well. Cute little sunburnt button. I love it. And then I'll get the fluffy side and then I'll just really sort of go to town. Now that is that. And then final steps now. There was something else that I wanted to talk about. Alex is going to be like, fucking shut up. I'm sorry. So I'm using Refy again, the highlighter. Really, really like this product. I'm going to just put a little bit on the high front of my cheek, a little bit on the little nose, a little bit on the lip, a little bit under the eye. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the name is. It doesn't have it on it. I mean, look at that. Oh, I mean, is there any need? I don't think there's any need. So yeah, I'll use a little bit of that. And then what I actually will do is go back in with that fucked up brush that I've like wrecked. This one, and then I'll go in with this shade of the by Terry thingy, and then I like to mattify the areas that I want to mattify. Then I will go back in with my NARS mascara, just a little bit on the top but more so on the bottom. Now this is a very important part for me. I just think a little bit of mascara on the bottom lash. Like, it just completes. Like, you know when you stick your eyelash on and it just completes? I feel the same about mascara on the bottom lash. Like, she's cute or whatever. Who says that again? Oh, Bretman. You know my favorite compliment about everyone. You know my favorite compliment? Somebody, I think somebody said it twice, not the same person, but two different people. Well, I think it was two different people. They were like, oh, you're my second favorite person after Bretman Rock. And then somebody said your personality reminds me of Bretman Rock's. Like, oh, that's the biggest fucking compliment on the planet. So final thing, I'm going to get, so she's chewed the fuck out of this, but it is MAC Cork liner. And what I actually like to do with this is I literally line there, which I've already done, like majority of my top lip with that colour. I don't know where I got that hack from, but a majority cork and a little line on the bottom. And then I get Huda Beauty's Honey Bun, and I'll put it like majority down here, but then a little bit on the top as well, just a little bit. And then I sort of pat it. And then get the Morphe spray, the strawberry one, and then give it a little spritz. And then she's ready to go, honey, whether I'm going on a date or going on a night out. This is just like my go-to look. Maybe not a day look, but it's definitely a look, you know. There she is. And this is the look. Sometimes I just need to get a bit more powder. If I get a bit more powdery and just sort of blot this area, and this area right here, because these are the culprits. I feel like it's too zoomed in on my face, but the whole point of the video is the makeup. But thank you for watching. If you get all the way through this video, you're a fucking real one. Thank you. It's probably going to be a long video, but it's quite interesting, and I think the look is worth it. Like, this is some good shit. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. I think you know now. You can trust me now. I'm going to do a couple of good videos this year. Like, just definitely getting better in 2022. Let me know in the comments if you want any more makeup stuff. If you want anything in general, let me know in the comments. I'm very much down for doing whatever, and I will see you soon. Peace. Cut a vibe. Baby, are you coming by the ride? I just wanna look into your eyes. Oh, and my dating life, it's still none of your fucking business.